All right, so let me tell you the reason why white America has a problem. Reason why white America has a problem. And before I get into it, let me just say this. I don't have a problem with white folks. I got some white people that work for me. I got some white people that work with me. I find them to be very cool people. It's not about that. It's not about white and black. This is simply about history. Here's the thing, okay? Reason why white America has a problem is because of this. You got so-called African American people who are starting to wake up and realize who they are. They're researching their real history. They're finding out about who we were before we came to America. They're finding out who our real ancestors are and what we really did and who we really are attached to. Okay? I believe it was Willie Lynch who said that if at any point the mind of the slave comes across any real history of where they come from, the brain will immediately start to correct itself. And that's exactly what's happening. You got a bunch of people who have come into touch with, in some form or fashion, of their real history, and their brains are immediately correcting themselves. Now, this would be no different than if African people had enslaved Europeans, took them from Europe, put them in Africa, or took them over to America, started a country. Europeans would be doing the same thing that we're doing right now. Bottom line is that black people know that they're being oppressed, okay? They can feel it, the youth can feel it, and as long as we've been in this country, we've been over here just as long as the European has been over here. It's no way that we should be at the bottom of the ladder socially and economically still. It's impossible, it's improbable, shouldn't be happening. So basically, the reason why, it's a real problem is because black people are starting to realize that we are the children of God. We are the chosen people, the lost people from the lost tribes. And we're starting to understand the land that was taken from us, and some of the promises that were to be given to us, and some of the things that befell us, and all of that. Anyway, we know what's going on, and we're sharing the stories with our youth. So as the generations get older and older, they're going to start to understand that they can no longer fall for the propaganda that is religion. I know it's hard for people to really, wrap their brains around that, but when we came over here, sorry, but we weren't Christians, We were forced to suffer peacefully, and Christianity is just something that was indoctrinated into our way of thinking. And correct me if I'm wrong, but if you never correct something from the past, of course it's still going to be prevalent right now, which is the reason why the mindset is still the way that it is. But you can't you can't really think like a person can beat you, burn you, maim you, rape your women, and then give you a righteous religion. Don't be naive. I mean, come on. Anyway, that's what's going on. We've gotten in touch with our roots and who we really are, and it's time to lay claim to what's truly ours. And that is the reason why it's no different from any other group of people on the earth. Indian people know their history. Mexican people know their history. The Caucasian know their history. They can trace it all the way back. We're the only ones who can't. We're the only one as displaced as we are. I mean, we all know that Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68 is us. I mean, we know that. Who else does that apply to on the earth right now? It never happens to any other group of people except for us. So just think about that.